the one and only Ahmed Ali.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
And then I started doing more research and I found you, and I hate doing a video, but the coaching calls was one of the things. And then you had another video that caught my eye where it was specific, outside the PMP, but I knew this is real content. This is things that will be on exam, right?
I did hard work for sure, but I think the follow-up, sir, you did. I don't know how you managed to do the follow-up. With one particular student like me, you have hundreds of students. You're just keeping an eye on each of the students. So after my hard work, I can say that the credit goes to you, sir. That is for sure.
Hi Amir, good morning. Yes, I cleared the exam. Thank you so much for your support. And this has happened only because of that customized roadmap and mocks, and you always keep on asking us to do proper RCA, detailed RCA. It happened only because of the detailed RCA. Yes, this RCA helped me a lot.
Thank you for all this guidance and support you gave me. Mr. Amir, thanks for our team.
So I was just looking at his post, who cleared the PMP, and he used to post the success stories on daily basis. So I reached out to Alina and I asked her how is this program or something. So she said you can trust him and you should join this program if you are looking for it.
It was a very customized base feedback that I was getting from sir, from you.
So yes, follow-up is very important, and thank you very much for that. It made me accountable. If you didn't ask me this often, I would have slacked off more.
I would say your course was super important. I think this was the main part, once you understand the course, and then I think the mocks were super important. Your emphasis on mocks, you kept nagging us that, get this mock done, do RCA. All of this was super helpful because questions were they were similar. So yeah, mocks were, there are so many mocks that you have, and if you do all of them, I'm pretty sure anybody who goes, who does them can easily clear a team.
Amir, first of all, thank you so much. I think without your guidance, it took me 1 year, one complete year. I was preparing for PMP through books and everything. So I was giving some mocks also available online, and I was not able to, have that confidence that I'll be able to clear. But I'm telling you, after attending the classes, especially after doing the mocks, doing the RCAs, I was feeling confident enough that yes, I can attempt it. And the day you told me to book your exam, I still asked you that are you sure that I can give the exam? And you said yes, you are ready.
First of all, I thank you a lot for the privilege, because when I started encounter with your program through LinkedIn, so some of your thoughts, always motivating me, I can do it. So I always follow you, almost everything, all your journeys. I watch all of them, even the one that they speak in your local language.
So that was not an easy journey, and it would not be possible without you. I really appreciate the support. He was always available for my questions and always put me in the right direction. And actually, if I want to say how was the journey, my journey started 2 years back when I first called you for the SP, and then you directed me to PMP, and then we did SP after that, and then you tricked me to do the PGMP.
Thank you so much, and again, Amir, thank you so much, and your mocks are really good. I mean, yeah, please, everyone should do your mock for sure, and then they will be all prepared for the exam. And trust your program.
And then you came with your follow-ups, and that kind of really boosted me. Those daily follow-ups, making sure that I was getting the mocks that I needed to do completed, and following up on me, it really boosted my motivation again. And as I was started doing those mocks, I got an opportunity for a job which required me to have PMP. So I had to book for PMP before I get the interview.
Mostly coaching goal is for you understand how you will solve the question. Mostly it is like that. We can only do the 10 or 12 questions, maybe less than that. But main thing is it will come into your bones that you have to do elimination technique. So you cannot go just, okay, this is the answer, I will go directly put this answer. That is the main thing. It will come into you that you have to do elimination technique. That is the best thing for coaching all.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, with the right guidance from yourself, I managed to do good in the exam and to clear the PMP. I would say that your approach was really helpful because I'm not that type of a person who would sit there and read a lot of theoretical things to get things done. I'm more of a practical person who would prefer practicing over sticking to the theoreticals. And
I would definitely say that the root cause analysis for me was the key. And here's why. Is some people try so hard to memorize all the processes and how they're all linked together. And if you do this, then you got to do that. And some people, maybe they think that way. That was very hard for me. It was just a lot to memorize. I'm not Amer Ali. I can't do that. So for me, just the process of actually answering the questions with your technique of process of elimination. And then if you're left with always like two answers, which one do you do? And if you get it wrong, you have to go do the root cause analysis. So thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for everything. Fantastic. I would not have done as well as I had done if I hadn't had that foundation that you gave me, for sure.
Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hands.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the people who have joined in the live. So this is Jane Martina from Amir Ali's team, and today I will be the one who will be leading this coaching call. So those who are joined in the session, kindly message in the comment section. So we will have an interactive session as well. So without much further delay, let's go back to the question answer session. So the objective of this session is like we will be trying to solve 5 questions in this session, and we will be seeing how we have to decode the questions and then how we are choosing the answer. So is my voice audible? Please put in the section that am I audible? Is everything clear from my side so I can proceed? Okay, without much further delay, let's move on to the session. So first question of this session. You are traveling back to your home country from Dubai. You know that from your past experience, due to Eid, there will be too much crowd and you decide to reach 1 hour earlier the time. When you reached the airport, you were happy to find out that you were right. In fact, the airport was overcrowded. Your plans have proven successful in handling this. Which risk management strategy you have used here? Options: avoid, mitigate, transfer, accept. So how we will be solving the question for the first timers who have joined. So we will be going through the questions and we will be having a timer here. So you can put the question number and the answer and the justification for it. And we will be discussing once the timer is over, how we have to identify and solve the questions, right? So now the timer is on. So, okay, so I can see the answers. Okay, so it's very interesting. Let's go back and decode the question. Okay, so from this question, first we need to identify what is the risk that is being mentioned here. So, from the past experience, due to Eid, there will be too much crowd. And because of that, you wanted to reach 1 hour earlier. So the risk here is reaching late or not able to get through the crowd, or maybe there is a possibility that the queue is long, so it might get delay for your flight, right? So what is the action that is being taken here is you have started earlier and reached 1 hour earlier. So what was the result of it? What was the result of it here? You have avoided the scenario itself, right? So it is not mitigate, because if it is mitigate, then you would have reached the airport with the crowd, and then you would have taken some action after that particular risk is happening. Okay, so now I would like to just give you a very simple example with the same scenario, difference between avoid and mitigate. Okay, so avoid is here you reached 1 hour earlier and you managed the things that is going to happen because of overcrowd. You might be earlier in the queue, and you might be taking proper immigration processes, and then you would be like very earlier to the gate, right? If it is something like you reach the airport on time, not earlier, and then you see overcrowded, you might be on time, but because of the crowd you might be staying a bit late, or there will be over queue over there. So here what you will do is like mitigate is like running after the immigration towards the gate, or taking a VIP services available at the airport to reach on time to the gate. So that is kind of a mitigate. You never avoided the scenario, but you mitigated the probability or impact of the issue, or probability or impact of the risk. Okay, so that will be mitigate. So is it clear why it is avoid and why it is not mitigate? I want the person who have answered mitigate to comment in the section, so that we'll know that this is clear and we can move on to the next question. I would also like to mention how this can be explained for accept as well. So saying that you didn't start earlier, you reached the airport on time and you see overcrowded, and still whatever you did is like you just stood there, you didn't rush or run after the immigration to the gate, you just took your own time, and you accepted it. Okay, you accepted it, you didn't take any measure to reach the gate on time. So that will be accept in terms of risk management strategy for this scenario. Okay, so transfer is like cannot exactly say what kind of transfer it is, because in airport we cannot transfer reaching immigration to somebody else, because they can do on behalf of you. So if that is the case, then that is transfer, but here transfer cannot be explained completely here, so we can eliminate that option at the first place. Okay, so if this is clear, I can see comments as yes, so I will be moving on to the next question. So same here, you are traveling back to your home country from Dubai. You know that from your past experience, Due to Eid, there will be too much crowd and you decided to reach 1 hour earlier the time. When you reached the airport, you were happy to find out you were right. The airport was overcrowded. You bought a ticket from Air Blue Airline. You have bought a ticket with the credit card of your friend. You found that this airline has rules. If you are not a credit card holder, you cannot travel. Which document you will update first to avoid this problem in future? So options are risk register, lesson learned register, issue log, project management plan, right? So yes, now we will have the timer go. So once that is done, we will discuss the answer. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think we can put the question number also, just in case if we are discussing before the answer. Okay. So again, going back to this, there is one keyword that we have to identify from this question. Okay. So it is the same scenario that you have arrived earlier. So that is not an issue here. Why that is given? That is given to consume your time and create confusion between like what is the issue in identifying the scenario. Okay. So what is the keyword or the challenge that is here is like, you cannot fly in this airline if you don't have a credit card, or you cannot buy a ticket if you don't have a credit card. Okay, that is one of the thing you learned when you are buying ticket from this airline. So that is the exact scenario here. Okay, they are asking which document you will update first to avoid this problem in future. So the emphasis or the stress on this entire scenario is here. So what is the lesson, what is the thing that we have learned from this question or the scenario is, if you don't have a credit card, you cannot fly in this airline. And whenever you are going to book a ticket in the next time with this airline, you need to know that this thing applies. This is the conditions they have. So saying this, where you will update in the document, which document you will update, right? So if you see the risk register, if they have asked it for this particular project, yes, whenever we identify a risk, we will update it here, but we didn't identify this as a risk. It has happened as an issue because you bought a ticket with your friend's credit card. So yes, we can eliminate that. Lesson learned register, yes, because the question emphasizes on how to avoid this problem in future. Yes, so that stands the more relevant option. Third, issue log. Yes, if they have asked where you will document this in this project or currently, or where you will update it right now, then it is an issue log. Because even if that is the case, he has already bought a ticket, right? So before that, he should have uploaded or updated in the issue log if he is managing an issue log, right? So that it will be resolved immediately. So already that has already happened. So you have to eliminate the issue log. The project management plan is not a relevant one because the question emphasizes on how you will avoid this problem in future. So among all the 4 options, the lesson learned register will be updated for this particular scenario. Okay. So if agreed, you can put a comment over there. So we will move on to the next question. So the next question is, you are working in the IT project as project manager. Team members are daily complaining that they are overloaded, and as a result, they are not able to deliver the desired quality. And you have been receiving poor quality complaints from the client. What will you do to make sure resources are doing work according to their capacity? So the options are: highlight this issue in daily stand-up, hire more people, fire complaining team members, use Kanban to set work progress limit. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to understand the question and do the elimination technique to identify the right option. Okay, so you're working in IT project as a project manager, and the team members are complaining that they are overloaded, and as a result, the quality is poor. So what will you do to make sure the resources are doing work according to their capacity? So here the team is burnt, like they are doing more than what they can do. Why? There may be reasons. But when we are facing these kind of scenarios, first thing should be try to get the scenario, the problem from the scenario. And when you are going through the options one by one, you have to see whether this is according to agile mindset or a servant leader mindset, or whether it is a proactive action, or whether it is a corrective action or the reactive action. So when you consider these, and when you do the elimination technique, you will land at the right option. So now when we are seeing the options, highlight this issue in daily stand-up. Okay, you are already knowing that the team members are complaining daily. That means that is already happening in the daily stand-up meeting. And why highlighting cannot be a solution for it? Because already that is being told by the team members. And if you see, this option is a solution for the concern that is raised, no. So you can eliminate option. Hire more people can be an option, but right now, is it a direct or immediate solution for us? No, but you can keep that option for now. Then option 3, fire complaining team members. As a servant leader, you will never fire a team member according to PMI framework. According to PMI, you will always be there to make sure you try to facilitate or make way for the team members to reach to a solution for the problem that they are having. So you can eliminate option C. Option D, use Kanban to set work progress limit. This seems to be an immediate solution for the problem that is mentioned in the question, because why? Kanban will have a WIP limit, that is work in progress limit. So as soon as you have that work in progress limit, you will see where the work needs to be done more, and the people who are having less work can also support where they will be having more work. So in this way, they will have control of what exact the work has to be done and how much of work can be in progress. So there will not be bottlenecks created there. Excuse me. So that is the reason they will not have a overload of whatever the work they are doing. They will have a handful of work that is in work in progress. So when we discuss, compared to option B, option D has an immediate solution for their problem that is mentioned in the question. So we will be going on with option D. So moving on to the next question. Your team is moving from a predictive project to Agile. Your team has never done any project in Agile. They are not convinced with this, will this work or not? Many stakeholders have complained to you that they do not think it will. You have shown them this have worked in previous organizations. Still, they are not convinced that this will work in current organization. What will you do to make sure that team can be transferred to Agile in next 2 years? Option A, nothing. It's a culture issue. It cannot be handled. Option B, escalate it to sponsor as you have tried your best. Option C, make a pilot project and show them result, how it can be worked in their project. Option D, keep doing project in predictive till they accept what you are saying. Okay, so let's discuss this. Yes, so I can see the options mentioned in the comments. So many of you have typed option C. Yes, but let's go. Let's do the elimination technique and choose the option. Okay, so they are from predictive to agile. And it is not an overnight thing, right? So whatever the question mentioned, the scenario mentioned in the question is like, the particular project manager has done agile project in his previous organization, but their current organization is not convinced. Okay, so how you will gain the trust of the stakeholders in your current organization? That is the scenario that is given on the question. Okay, so by going through option A, if you don't do anything about it, it is not going to change. you are not going to gain the trust of your current organization. So you can eliminate it. Escalate it to a sponsor as you have tried your best. No, we haven't tried our best. We just convinced them with words. So in many places, stakeholders are not convinced with the words, but they wanted to see results, right? They wanted to see in front of their eyes. So no, you will never escalate it to sponsor unless you have tried your actions and you have made an impact with them. So you can eliminate that. And also one more thing, you in real world, in real projects, things can be different because you will be following what your organization has defined for you, right? But the same way, PMI has their own framework and own way of handling the projects and what is their expectation of a PM when they are from the PMI framework, when they are trying to solve from the PMI mindset, right? So according to them, escalating it to a sponsor unless it is very emergency or the action has to be taken. If something unethical is being happening in the project, only those scenarios you will be choosing escalated to sponsor. But other than that, you are there to solve that particular scenario, so you will not escalate it. So we will eliminate option B. Make a pilot project and show them result, how it can be worked in their project. Yes, this seems to be like on seeing the result, you will gain the trust and confidence from your current organization. So we will be choosing that. But you should not stop there. You should make sure also the other option is also eliminated. So keep doing project in predictive till they accept what you are asking. So it will never happen. If they are very convenient in predictive, they will never accept agile. So it can be eliminated. So this is a very key thing here. Even if you are very new to this PMP questions, how to solve it is a skill. So that is why we are doing a lot of coaching calls in a week, so that we get familiarized with how we can solve the questions, how we will be identifying the keywords, and most importantly, using elimination techniques, right? So that will land you in the right option. So moving on to the next question, and which is the final question of our session. So you are project manager working in large pharmaceutical company for the past 10 years. You have been working with same team for different projects. However, due to severe COVID, one team member got sick and cannot work anymore. You hired a new team member. At which stage is your team as of today? Performing, storming, norming, forming. Yes. Forming. Yeah. TB storming. Okay. Okay. We'll see same how we have used elimination technique. We will use the same and figure out what might be the answer for this. Okay. So you have been working with the same team for different projects. Okay. So that means in over the 10 years, the team has been in the performing stage before this scenario happens. Okay, so it was in performing, but right now it is not performing. Why? Because one team member has been replaced with a new team member. Okay, that means it is not performing. So we can eliminate that. Option B, storming. If the scenario in the question has mentioned something like a kind of a conflict between the team, or some unsettling or kind of a problematic scenario that the new team member is not able to gel with the team or not able to understand, or the senior members are not comfortable with the new team member, if that has been given, yes, then it would have been storming. But in the question, they just hired a new team member and asked in which Tuckman ladder stage it is, right? So in the question, there is no scenario which talks about something, a conflict or difference of opinion between the team members. So we should eliminate storming. When we will be choosing storming is like, because of this new team member, there is a disruption or there is a disturbance in the project progress. The team member is not able to understand or ignore certain things. If this have been mentioned in the question, then the scenario or the phase will be storming. Okay, and why? Whenever there is a new team member joining, or the existing member is removed, the team, whichever is in the performing stage, can go back to the earlier stages. Okay, go back and forth of the earlier stages. That's what the PMI says. Okay, so here, why it is not storming? There is no conflict or the scenario has been mentioned in the question. That is why it is not storming. Okay, norming, no. Still, it is not, there is no conflict or mentioned, or after that this team is not in the way to understand the person, so they have just hired, so it cannot be norming. So we have left with option forming. Yes, when a new team member is replaced, when a new team member is hired or an existing team member is replaced, the team goes back to the forming stage first. And then when they are working, when there is a conflict, when there is a difference of opinion, this team goes into storming and then norming and then performing, right? So with this, we have come to the end of the session. So please mention whether all the questions we have discussed is clear to you. If you have any queries, you can put over to your batches, or you can reach out to the team. So we will be responding to you. With that, thank you. We'll see you at the other section next week. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amir Ali would have not been. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually, like I'm kind of like really trembling.
I got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow.
So.